I'm trying
Did
to
you
think
grow
of
up in church?
I did. I don't think it was like the best church or whatever, though.
What kind? What denomination?
It was like I think maybe Sixth Baptist or something. I'm not even sure. It was like
Sixth Baptist?
it was like one of the. It was not. It was like
One of them.
It was It was pretty. It was wild.
Yeah, no, I grew up with Southern Baptist.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Really small church. It started in a barn. The house that I also grew up in, my dad grew up in, and there was an old barn across the street, and it started in hay bales on that barn, and then they moved it to a church, and I mean every Sunday and Wednesday.
You were in there?
I was 18 years old, yeah.
Was it a big part of your social life too?
Yeah. I was homeschooled for some years, so pretty much all we did was go to church.
No, and what state were you homeschooled in? Alabama?
Yeah, South Alabama.
Ooh,
It's Montgomery.
That's one place I don't know if I would accept homeschooling in, to be honest. Overall.
We didn't do much school, Yeah.
Yeah.
We just played outside.
Oh, yeah, but that's sometimes the best school.
It really was.
Oh,
I feel like my imagination got to live longer than most.
Yeah. That's a good point because you kind of take kids and you put them in like this it's almost like being in a laboratory at a school. You're sitting under there on those lights or whatever. Some kids eating paste or whatever, and you're supposed to not say something.
Yeah, I got in trouble a lot. I went to kindergarten and first grade, and I was always in trouble.
Like, what was the crime you were guilty of?
Talking, distracting others.
Yeah, dude. Bro, how great was that in school when you got back on your thing? Distracting others.
Distracting others. Yeah. I had a designated seat in the corner. It was like this little green metal desk, and it was facing the corner, and I just sit over there.
Oh.
I know.
Distracting others. And what do you think you were distracting them from, probably?
I don't know. Anything. Just talking.
And were you trying to get people to see you think, or you had something to say? What was going on there, Ella Langley?
I just think that school is boring for me. I did not like that.
God.
I did not like it at all. The whole time. Naps, hated it. What do you mean you have to sit still for this long?
Dude, we had this lady named Miss Robin. She kind of had hair like yours a little bit, and she would, on nap time, when Bad Rudy's asleep, she'd come over and kind of kick me a little bit, and she'd let me go out with her and watch her smoke cigarettes and shit.
So, I mean, she's pretty good. Yeah,
she was cool. And her husband was apparently, he had some domestic charges or whatever. But anyway, she let me spend time with her and watch her smoke.
She
and
probably needed it.
Yeah.
Like you're a confidant at a young age.
Yeah, dude, I was just sitting there.
That makes sense.
Just leaning on this tire of this
just
car.
Like life lessons, this lady, and you're like, well, what I would do is like.
Yeah, Carl is a piece of shit. Just helping her out. But she would smoke. And she had this kind of country, sometimes that when they get that real country feathered look, when it has
like Farrah Fawcett.
A lot of feathers, yeah.
A lot of feathers going on.
Just a damn mallard of a woman, Yeah. But I remember that. That was a good time, I remember. But yeah, when you got distracting others, it was just like, gosh.
Yeah.
And you were guilty of it too.
Yeah. I had a bunch of eye surgeries when I was young, and so for the muscles in my eyes.
And what happened? You had bad eye muscles?
Yeah, sometimes I'd just be a little cross-eyed.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, God.
And
you were in the choir, too? Was you just that cross-eyed girl just singing in the choir?
Everywhere I was, yeah. Oh. Everywhere, singing my heart out. But then I had some surgeries, and then the teacher was like, she just is not paying attention in here. So homeschooled until 6th grade, and then 7th grade went back to the same high school my dad went to, graduated with 32 kids.
But how could you pay attention if your eyes weren't even buddies or whatever? No,
the doctor described it to me. I just had another one 2, maybe 3 years ago. And it's kind of brutal, honestly. They have to take your eyeballs out.
You're lying.
I swear, dude.
My God.
You gotta get in there. It's crazy.
And they go inside?
Get in there.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Damn.
I just called it eye surgeries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But she described it to me like a horse and carriage, when you have 2 horses and one can't be going this way and one can't be going this way. That is not going to work, so they got to learn to work together. And mine just never did.
And now you got them trusty steeds in your face, huh?
Yeah, sometimes they slip up, but it's all right. That's just good character.
You can just go like that?
Yeah. I just look at everybody like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, get them in line.
Keep winking a lot.
Yeah. That's wild. Did y'all have school dances at? Well, I guess if you used homeschool, but if you got it once you went to your dad's school, the same school he went to, did you guys have dances at school?
Yeah, it was like normal school.
Did y'all have Sadie Hawkins and stuff like that? Was kind of Southern style, or what was the?
No, it wasn't like a rich private school. This is
Sadie
out
Hawkins
in the country. Sadie Hawkins, I guess.
You had to buy a T-shirt or something. Like the girl had to ask.
Just like a homecoming dance?
No, the girl had to ask the guy, and he had to get him a shirt that matched. You had to do matching shirts or whatever. You didn't have it? But if y'all had a dance, what did y'all do with only that many students in the class?
I would just dance. I don't know. We just danced around. Usually, we didn't stay that long. We'd go to like a bonfire or something afterwards.
But was it hard to date like in a school that small? Was it hard to fall? Like, what was the energy like that?
I mean, you've known all these people your whole life. You know what they're driving. You know what their parents drive. I mean,
yeah.
They had a rule at church that you could only have 2 deviled eggs on your first go because people would fight over them. They really would. We'd have potluck every Wednesday. So like best Southern food you can think of, like all these old women in there, just cobblers and
were people,
casseroles.
Were people gambling at the? Did they have that kind of thing too? Sometimes there's like a potluck where they gamble at a church for fundraising.
No, they try not to gamble. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Southern Baptists, they try.
Dude, the church bus. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with it. I do remember the church bus. They had like a it might have been like Seventh Baptist or Seventh Day Adventist, Advern, and then But they would put those circus peanuts in wine, and the kids could have those like during communion. You know those orange circus peanuts that your grandparents had. They would put those.
Disgusting.
But they're not. If you soak them in like a wine, like a religious wine, they're not. They're good. They're pretty good when you're a kid. You know.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they would have like a wine glass, and you get one out of there, and that was just for the children.
Did y'all ever go to judgment houses?
No, what was it?
It's like they do it around Halloween.
Okay.
It's like a haunted house.
Yeah.
For Christians, I guess.
Ooh.
Very scary. Remember, our youth group took us. You get in there, and it's like this car crash scene. And it's pretty much like convincing you that like you could die the second you walk out of here. So you better settle up.
You better get saved,
You better get saved. And I had already been saved. But going through this affected me so bad that at the end they were like, anyone, if you're not sure, to sit down and talk. And so I like raised my hand, and I sat down with the guy at the table in the booth, and we had the whole conversation. I'll never forget coming home, and my dad was laying on the couch watching Titanic. And I said, Dad, I need to talk to you about something. And I was like, I got saved again tonight. And he like, my dad pauses the TV. He's pissed off about something. You know what I mean? He's like, that's how you know. It's like, He said, you did what? I was like, Dad, I just got so scared of this thing. He's like, baby, immediately just like, well, you are kind of a dumbass because, that's the whole point of being saved.
You had to get saved twice.
Yeah, I was so scared.
Wow.
It was so scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you seem like a little bit of that danger baby, You've always seemed like, I don't know you very well, but to me, you've seemed like kind of like that danger baby, just seemed like like a Hell's Angel that got, just took over a damn Guitar City, like it just, or just went haywire in a Gibson store, you just seemed like that, maybe you needed it 2 times.
I was maybe fearless, I think. Is what it is. I don't know. I'm not.
You feel that?
A lot. Yeah.
You feel risky or you feel fearless?
I definitely take a lot of risks. And I do have a lot of fears, which is funny that I think that. But I don't know. I don't necessarily view myself as the same as I think everyone views me, which is funny. But yeah, I'd say fearless would be the word. I don't know. I'm just not afraid to take a chance on something, whatever it wants. If I want to do it, then I just know, like, I'm going to do it. I don't really, even if part of me doesn't want to. Like, I remember thinking as a kid with this music thing, like, man, that seems like a lot. Like, are we sure that's really what we want to do? And it's like, there's this thing inside of me that's like, if you don't do it, you're going to hate your life for your whole entire life. And so I was like, okay, but that still seems like a lot. But I just know when I make my mind up. I don't know.
It seems like that. Just from an outsider's perspective, you just seem like you know what's going on. Dang it.
I try to act like it.
Yeah. But sometimes that's part of it. I think sometimes that's part of life.
It's really the whole thing.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes it's like pretend until the rest of you shows up and joins you. It's
no one's ever lived life before. Not one person has lived life before. This is my first attempt at life. as a human being. You know what I mean? And so it's yours and everyone else's, and it's funny. Just I think people forget that.
Yeah, there's never a lot of credit for that. It's
what the
never
heck?
like
It's like as I first go.
we hold people to a lot of like serious stuff, and we're never like, yeah, you know what? It's his first time.
It's his first time.
Like, yeah.
God, maybe we need to nap.
And what is this? Oh, that's you right there?
Oh wow, yeah, it is. I guess. Oh, that's at my family reunion. I think I was like 4 or 5.
Is that on Lake Martin?
No, that's in Brantley, Alabama. That's way out in the country. Funny about this is when we pulled up here and my dad was like, we got the family reunion down here at the whale, a buried whale out here.
Mm-hmm.
And as a kid, I was like, a buried whale? Like, why would they bury a whale all the way out here?
Yeah.
And I asked my dad about that and he said, I was saying whale. Whale. So
a buried whale out there.
Whale.
Dude, yeah. I remember I used to have to clean out wishing wells. In our area, they had this thing where they was trying to do like, I guess, make money for the area or something, or like get a tourist thing. And so they installed like a lot of wishing wells and stuff. And I got a job one summer cleaning them out. So you get down there and have to get down in them. Yeah.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody gets in there. And I had very small kind of lean wrists and everything at the time, and said, let me get down in there. And you'd bring up all the stuff and like put it on the side, and you got to keep some of the change, but then some of it you had to give to the city. But you find a lot of just throw a lot of junk down the recyclables, kind of a lot of to-go orders, to-go barbecue, kind of seem like anyway.
You got to keep some of the change?
Yeah.
You just got to pick out which ones you kept?
No, you gave it to them, and then they kind of gave you some back.
All right, well, that's kind of nice. That's a good gig, I guess.
I liked it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I found a sword in there too, like I don't want to say
What?
Yeah, I found I think it was.
What kind of sword?
I think it was I don't want to say like a murder weapon or something, but I think it was a
murder weapon sword.
I think it was a weapon. It looked like it had been used.
Can you imagine you murder someone and then you throw it, your place to throw it in is a wishing well?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I wish I hadn't killed him, maybe. Just throw that bastard in there.
Hit the reverse on that.
Well, I think that's how wishing wells got their name. It's like you dropped your money in a hole and you just wish you hadn't, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I think, maybe.